Hi everyone, Arlene here, welcome back to Condo Talk. So a lot of you have been asking me about pre-selling condos, especially after I mentioned that some developers now offer 0% interest on down payments, payable over a couple of years, with just a reservation fee to get started. Sounds amazing, right? Low entry cost, no interest, flexible terms. But before you get too excited and reserve a unit this weekend, I want to walk you through the real pros and cons of pre-selling, because there's a lot that isn't obvious from the sales pitch. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to check before signing anything. Let's get into it. What is pre-selling, exactly? Quick refresher for anyone new here. Pre-selling means you're buying a unit that hasn't been built yet, sometimes the building hasn't even broken ground. You're essentially buying based on a floor plan, a model unit, and a promise of what it'll look like once finished. In exchange for that risk, developers usually give you a lower price, more flexible payment terms, and sometimes, like what a lot of you are asking about, a 0% interest down payment plan for a couple of years, with only a reservation fee needed upfront to lock in the unit. That reservation fee is usually anywhere from 10,000 to 50,000 pesos depending on the developer and project, a small amount compared to the total contract price. That's exactly why it feels so accessible. But accessible and low risk are not the same thing, and that's what we need to unpack. Pro number 1, lower price and better appreciation potential. The biggest advantage of pre-selling is price. You're buying at today's rate for something that will be finished years from now, and historically, property values in growing areas tend to go up during that construction period. So if you buy at pre-selling price and the area appreciates by the time it's turned over, you could already be sitting on equity before you even move in. This is why a lot of real estate investors specifically target pre-selling projects in up-and-coming locations, new business districts, areas near planned infrastructure like train lines, or growth corridors just outside Metro Manila. Pro number 2, low entry cost with flexible, sometimes 0% interest terms. This is the part a lot of you have been asking me about specifically. Some developers offer 0% interest on the down payment period, meaning if your down payment is spread over, say, 24 months, you're not paying any extra interest on top of it, as long as you pay within that window. All you need to get started is the reservation fee. This is genuinely one of the most beginner-friendly ways to get into real estate. You don't need a huge lump sum up front, and you're not paying interest during that early phase like you would with a bank loan. But, and this is important, 0% interest on the down payment period does not mean the entire property is interest-free. Once the down payment period ends, you'll typically need to secure bank financing or pay the balance in full, and that's where interest rates apply. So don't confuse 0% interest on down payment with 0% interest overall. Always ask the developer to walk you through the full payment breakdown, not just the promo period. Con number 1, construction delays are common. Here's the uncomfortable truth: delays happen a lot in the Philippine pre-selling market. Some projects get delayed by a year, 2 years, even more, due to permits, funding issues, weather, or the pandemic-era backlogs a lot of developers are still catching up on. If your original plan was to move in by a certain date, maybe you're renting somewhere else, and expecting to transfer, a delay can seriously disrupt your finances and plans. Before signing, always ask about the developer's actual track record for previous projects, not just their marketing timeline. If possible, talk to current unit owners and their completed projects. Con number 2, what you see isn't always what you get with pre-selling. You're buying based on renderings, model units, and floor plans, not the actual finished space. Sometimes there are differences between what's marketed and what's delivered: finishing quality, actual unit size due to wall thickness, or amenities that get scaled down. This doesn't mean every developer does this, but it's common enough that you should read the contract to sell carefully, especially clauses about specifications, finishes, and what happens if there are changes. Con number 3, your money is locked in with limited exit options once you've started paying. Exiting isn't simple. If your circumstances change, job loss, moving abroad, change of plans, reselling a pre-selling contract before turnover can be difficult. Not all developers allow assignment or resale during the pre-selling phase, and even when they do, there are usually processing fees involved. So before you commit, be honest with yourself about your financial stability over the next few years, not just right now while things feel good. What to check before you reserve. Before you pay any reservation fee, here's my checklist. 1. Verify the developer with the FLURB, now called the TSUD, to make sure the project has a valid license to sell. 2. Ask for the complete payment breakdown in writing down payment terms, what happens after the 0% interest period ends, and total contract price including all fees. 3. Check the developer's track record on previous projects where they delivered on time, and how do existing unit owners feel about the quality. 4. Read the contract to sell in full before signing, especially the penalty clauses, refund policy, and what happens in case of delays. A 0% interest promo is a great entry point, but it should never replace doing your own homework on the developer and the project. So is pre-selling a good idea? Honestly, it can be, if you go in with your eyes open. Lower prices, flexible terms, and 0% interest down payment promos make it one of the most accessible ways into real estate. But delays, uncertainty, and limited flexibility if your plans change are real risks you need to plan for. If this video helped you understand pre-selling better, hit like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who's currently eyeing a pre-selling unit. Drop a comment, are you leaning toward pre-selling or RFO? Let me know, and I might cover that comparison more deeply in a future video. I'm Arlene, from Condo Talk. Take care, and invest wisely. I have experience in entering into pre-selling as a condo owner, seller,